The last step that will perform the cell before executing the order is glob expansion. What is glob expansion? Okay, let's see. We have some files here. So with glob expansion, we are using some special characters that will try to match the file names of the current directory or the directory that we indicate in the order. And the results will be replaced by that command. So for example, the first special character is the question mark. So a question mark will be replaced, will match any character in the files. So for example, if I do here, file one question mark dot txt, then uh, every file that matches this part has whatever character here, and this has this part will match the glob pattern and will be replaced in the command. So in this case, this will match the pattern, this will match the pattern, this will match the pattern, this sorry, I'm doing this. It's file one, so it doesn't match, this doesn't match, this doesn't match, this matches the pattern, this doesn't match the pattern, doesn't match the pattern, and doesn't match the pattern. So this command, this pattern here will be replaced by file 11.txt. So if I run this command, okay, you see that the final expression is file 11.txt, and that's what will be printed here. So if I use, for example, the a2 here, then only these two files will match, and this expression will be replaced with two different files. Okay, this will replace it by file 21 and file 22. So if I run this here, okay, you can see that this expression has been replaced by file 21 and file 22. Okay, this is the question, how question is replaced by file names. I can also use more than one question mark. So for example, if I do this, for example, two question mark, then this file which matches the pattern, because this will go in the place of a question mark, this will go in the place of the question mark, this will match, this will match, this will match, and this one won't match. So the content, so this is the final command that will be executed, is all the files except this one. Okay, this is the question mark. The second special character is the asterisk. So if I use an asterisk will be replaced with whatever with one or more characters. So for example, if I do this, I'm going to ls before the asterisk, this will match, and every file will match. So this will be replaced with the name of all the files in the directory. But I can combine this with, for example, this file one asterisk. Okay, in this case, okay, I'm going to print the names again. In this case, this will print all the files that start with file one and has whatever characters after it. So this won't be used, this won't be used, this won't be used. Okay, so maybe with a 2 here would be a more useful example. Okay, this will print all the files that starts with file 2. Okay, and we can combine this with, for example, with this, and I will have this. I will have the same. And there is another special character that we can use here is the. I'm going to ls. It's using brackets. I can specify some characters. For example, I can put here 0, 1, and then this expression will be replaced by all the files that starts by file and has here a 0 or a 1. So for example, this will match. No, sorry, this won't match because I will need a question mark here, for example. So this will match because it has file, a 0, and whatever character here and .txt. Okay, this will match, this will match, this will match, this will match, but this won't match because this is not a 0 or a 1, this won't match, and this won't match. So it will be replaced, and this is the final command that will be executed. So if we see a more complex example using all these, okay, this is a more complex example. This is something that I haven't said, but it's an escape character. We will talk about it later when we talk about quotes. But this is for, in this case, if we use this special character, this won't be interpreted as a quote, but as a literal character. So here, for example, this command, what will happen? First, so I'm going to add some spaces here. The cell will split the command into tokens. So the spaces here will be ignored. Then it will execute, it will replace the variables by its value. In this case, it will replace, so the second version of the command will be with a user here. I'm going to write it, okay. The spaces are gone here. Then it will run pvd and will replace it with the current directory. And in this case, we don't have a glob pattern, so this is the final command that will be executed. And after that, I'm going to add a glob pattern. Okay, and this is what's happening. You can see here the subcell, we can see here the variable replacement, we can see here the spaces has disappeared, and we can see here the glob pattern. And this is the final command being executed. So in some cases, you won't ever think about this, but when you find some weird behavior in the cell or something is not working as you expect, take this in account and review what are the steps done by the cell and ensure that your order, the order being executed is the order that you really want to run in the cell.